Stream Elements. Neostormer is now live. Streaming science and technology. 836th stream.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the stream. We are on day 836 of our continuous streaming challenge. And we're back working on the PySite project. Pretty big update. So, the entire project is now housed inside of this case. Open this up. I have the iris figured out. Camera is in there. Pi is in there, everything's sealed up. I have another one of these internal structures printing right now, so if you hear something in the background, that's what that is. Everything barely fits in here. I added a heatsink inside here, so it's got some weight to it. I would say it's definitely heavier than its original internals. I still have to add USB port to the bottom, and I think that's what we're going to be working on today, is trying to get a USB-C breakout so that I can start powering it. I'll go over the changes I've made to this internal core a little bit later. I also got an Adafruit, what is this called? I2S microphone breakout. So rather than using an electric microphone that's sort of like in here, you can see this too here. This just has a very tiny receiver. It's kind of similar to what's in your phone. I've never worked with I2S. It is something I wanted to try out for a while. So we'll see what that is. It's a purely digital system, so it's not converting analog audio to digital. It's receiving analog information as a digital signal and translating it to a file. So hopefully I can integrate this with the Raspberry Pi. I've seen hookups for it, but I've never used it before, so I don't know what I can do with it. Hopefully I can get it to stream audio of the web page. But that's something completely experimental. I have no idea if I'll get around to it. I did not install the heatsink pads yet. There's also a copper shim in there, because I am still actively working on this. Once I'm done, I'll put that heatsink on there with the thermal pads, and we'll be all good. So I'm gonna keep everything in this protective sleeve now, since it fits in there. I had to reassemble the iris because I accidentally, while I was trying to push the camera out, bopped it with the little end here. It pulled the leaf out. No permanent damage that I can see, but it did take me another like half an hour to put everything back together. So we've got our assembly here. I've actually done some cleanup in Onshape. Just increase the sizing. I cleaned all this up, making it easier to see. I added a file for the heatsink. So this is an estimate. I didn't really take any dimensions from the Geekworm. Is it Geekworm? Yeah, Geekworm. Geekworm makes the heatsink. They had some basic dimensions. It's an incredible website if you've never checked it out, especially if you're interested in Raspberry Pis. They have quite a lot of information on there. I've probably used them in the past and not even realized it. So I've got that mold out. It's rough, but it does the purpose. I pulled in both the camp file and the body file into the assembly. The reason why I did that is now it makes it so I can just keep editing these and it will keep making changes in the actual file. This is something that I am not familiar with because it is unique to Onshape. So it seems like a good way of doing it, having everything in a tab. But I'm going to keep the components I'm not designing in a separate bit. So like, for example, Raspberry Pis, the iSight stuff, which, by the way, I think the iSight could actually be in its own assembly, but I'm going to ignore that for now. The USB ports, cameras, all that. That's all going to stay in its own separate folders. But for my assembly, I'm going to keep all the components in here. So what I did to change this, I think last time I worked on this, I added these little tabs to retain the little ring. I changed the hole for the micro SD card. This should be a little easier to work with. And then I also added these two channels. And the reason why I added those is so that when it comes to hooking this up, I can still access all the pins now and all the pads that unfortunately are not shown on the model, but they're on the bottom side in order to hook up the USB and the sensors and whatever else I want to add. That heatsink actually doesn't take up the full space, so I do still have some space in here. Right now, I have equipped one of the larger, longer cables, and the reason for that is it took so much effort to get the one of these end caps into the housing that I was a little worried about disassembling it again. So I put a longer cable in that sort of loops over the heatsink. I probably will change that later. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. It all fits inside the housing. And I couldn't be happy with how that turned out. I have no way of powering it up because I have no way to route the cables. So that's the next step. So today I'm just going to be working on the USB-C adapter board. I believe this needs to be about 9 millimeters away. 9.5. We'll try to make it wider in the other dimensions. I don't want to put anything behind this because I need this to be as narrow as possible to give me the most amount of flexibility. So I know for a fact that I need at least 2 resistors for USB-C. I'm just gonna put them on either side. That's the easiest way to make something smaller. It'll cost me maybe less than $1 to have this produced by Osh Park, and I'll opt to pay for shipping to speed it up. And given it's only $1, I'll double the cost, and we'll get it done even quicker. All right, so this is kind of what it looks like. I'm pretty happy with it. I added this just as a reference. This is a little LED indicator. I don't have anything wired up. This hole right here is to feed the cable coming off of the Iris. I kind of want to utilize that in the software, so hopefully I can sort of pull that data wire out, or wire it up, and get some sort of signal out of it. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the work that's happened today. Yeah, so let me go ahead and put that case back on, and we'll boot up KiTeCad. I think I have. I should have it because. Project. We did it from the. Oh no, we didn't use the mouse. Now that I think about it. Yeah, thinking about that, I don't think I actually. Oh, we did the old barcode project. That would have exactly what I need on it. We did this on stream months ago. It has all of the support electronics already in here, so we'll probably base this project off of this one. Yeah, and then just remove anything that's unneeded. So I need to go ahead and close this out. I need to access the file it's in. We'll copy it, rename it to iSight.xp. Get rid of the zip file, get rid of the Gerbers. Backups and board schematics. Don't need the cache. Okay. So, tool switch to schematic editor. And I believe there's no real way of zooming in or enlarging the interface for this, unfortunately. But at least you can see what's going on in here. So I don't need this component or the capacitors that come with it. I don't need the mounting holes. And I don't need the high-res connector. And the resistors are already added, so put that PCB from schematic. Perfect. Data values, ground, and volts. Everything else can be deleted. So the housing of the USB is going to be grounded, so I don't need to draw a ground trace. The B bus, however, does need it. And I think I want to pull everything off the back. So we're going to reverse how we handle this. This barcode project was actually a success, I'm not too worried about it. You be quiet. You've been quiet for like the past 2 hours and now you're complaining. As I said, I was going to make them external. Get rid of text. I should change all the dimensions to millimeters. Yeah, see, it barely fits. Little worried. Wait, no, we made it 9.5. 9.5. What is the size? Snap to grid. I don't know what happened there. Locked items. We'll leave it at that. I just don't understand why I can't change the size. Am I forgetting something? KiCad, snap to grid. Alright, whatever. It's holding me up. Let's go ahead and move this. Snap to grid would really help, but I'm not getting it. Gotta be a way to snap to the damn grid. Come on. No, it's still not snapping to a grid. Okay, there we go. For some reason, I couldn't see that option before. Nuts. Certainly easier with metric. I think if I reduce the board by a millimeter, half a millimeter, it might give me more room to work with actually. Sounds counterintuitive. Was that? Okay, so the USB port sticks out a small amount. Do I want to make it do any more of that? Probably do. That way I can use it as I can put a surround in front of it. Kind of like how it is on the original Firewire port. Kind of want to mimic that. Hey, I'm working. Go away. I will deal with you in an hour. Half an hour. Give me half an hour and I'll deal with you. Okay? You be quiet. Go play. Yeah, I know. Hey, we just had an agreement. quiet, I'll put you on camera. You don't like that. Okay, so I need to be able to get data, 2 data wires, ground, and power out of the system. To tie the V-bus together. Oh, I know how to do this. I put the pads on the other side. I don't need through holes, I just need a connection. Yeah, that would work pretty well. And then I can put my mounting holes like on this side. Okay, so, print editor. Place footprint. Sort of wire pad 1x2. Would that work for me? Yeah, that might work. 1x2mm. I almost kind of want to make it longer. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put the traces in, and then I'm going to use it's kind of like UV resin to bond it to the PC, the wire housing, the wiring to the PCB. I think it's Bondtec. It like I said, it's a UV resin kind of deal that holds wires in place. I'm gonna use that. That's my method. How do I swap to the other side? Change sides. By 15. Oh, housing's printed. I should upload a CAD for that. Where are you? Be quiet. Throw something at you. No, okay, I'm kicking you out of the room because you were being annoying. Go bug your mother. Go. He's gonna sit outside my studio and meow at me constantly. He knows I feed him on the weekends. Rethinking this layout. You know what? Rotate it. best way to deal with this, probably the bases off of a standard USB port. I'll follow that layout. Ground, data positive, data negative, 5 volts. Oh, that's an interesting way of doing nets. It's a very floaty beer. manning hole. 2.1, 1.4. Yeah. 2 would probably be fine. Woohoo. That's actually quite big. I didn't realize how big that manning hole would have been. Have to have manning holes. What to do there. .5 by 14, so make this 15. They put it at the front. I wouldn't mind having it towards the back. Yeah. I'm gonna have to make it bigger anyway. Okay. The original actually goes out to 20 millimeters. Make it bigger than that. I mean, that should work. I do want to make these longer, but I think I'm going to leave that for tomorrow. Is there anyone I can rate? Sunday at this time is usually fairly dead. Yeah, I'm just going to call it there for tonight. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Day 836 of my continuous streaming challenge complete. We'll continue this tomorrow, and I will see you then. Bye.